welcome to another edition of Riz on my podcast. No, I am not on a table right now with a noose tied around my neck, just waiting to take that next step. No, I'm not quite there yet. But Cubs, you're starting to worry me a little bit. You're starting to worry me, and all of Cubs Nation at this point. I'm not ready to hit the panic button yet because this is a 7 game series. A lot of people are doom and gloom already because the Cubs are down 1-2. This is a 7 game series, folks. All right. It wasn't going to be easy. Just because it wasn't the Nationals, the higher seed, doesn't mean the Dodgers are like chopped liver. They're a solid team. They're a division winner. They have the best starting pitcher on the planet, historically good starting pitcher at that. They have one of the top 3 closers. They have some players. With that being said, the Cubs lineup needs to wake the fuck up. Wake up. I had to turn the game off around the 6th inning. I was getting so frustrated with just the feeble fucking attempts by the hitters. They're trying to work counts and work the at bats, but how about when you get a pitch to hit, you fucking hit it? Like they had pitches to hit in that game. It's just they're not even getting hard contact at this point. It's absolutely pathetic. And I've been a fan over 20 years now, just over 20. I'm 34. I am over getting pissed and huffing and puffing if my team is sucking ass. I'm overdoing that, man. That's a young man's game. So that's why I turned it off. I couldn't stand watching anymore because I was getting so irritated. Then I was getting irritated because I was getting irritated. And I didn't miss shit. I really didn't. It was 3-0 when I turned it off. Surprise, they lost. The Dodgers tacked on even. And when it was 3-0, I felt like it was 6-0. And that happened to be the final score anyway, so there you go. I don't know what Madden can do. He made a little shuffle last night. He benched Hayward for Soler, given the lefty-righty matchup there versus Hill. What else can he do? I mean, the lineup, he's been putting out there is a lineup that has been productive, that has been one of the best offenses in the game this year. I mean, I guess he could put Javi at short because Russell's been struggling, put Zobrist back at second, maybe throw Bryant in left, and maybe put Caesar in left, and then call it a day, because Caesar's a righty. Julio Urias is pitching tonight. He's a lefty. So maybe you do that. Keep Soler in again. I don't know what else you can do. But Rizzo's got to wake up. I think he's still one for the playoffs. One for the playoffs. Which I don't know what that number is. It's got to be 1 for 20 something at this point. Like, holy fuck, man. What is the deal? I realize that there's going to be low scoring games in the playoffs and that hitting overall is going to come down a notch or two, and it has. Saw a stat the other day with like the average batting average of the playoff teams remaining was in the low 200s. It was not very high. So okay, that's fine. I get that. I don't expect this team to do what they did in the regular season, scoring 5 runs a game or whatever it was. But you've been shut out in back-to-back games. That's more than just taking a step back. That's being non-existent. I don't know what can be done. Like I said, you can make some more changes, but on it, you have your core group of guys. I don't think Hayward should start again. I mean, good fucking Lord. In a short series, even though 7 is the longer of the series and than the first round was, but in the playoffs, the sample size, at least for me, is probably too small for Hayward's defense to really make a gigantic impact, okay? Over the course of 162 games, of course, Hayward's defense and his run saved are going to play a factor in the long run in that sample size. But in the playoffs, I think a bat is more important at this point. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's numbers that say otherwise, but in short and series like these, I just don't know how much his right field defense is going to make or break this team. I'd rather have someone that, I don't know, can actually put the bat on the fucking ball with any kind of authority. And it's been all year with this guy. Like, enough's enough. And I'm glad he finally was benched last night, and he should be benched again tonight because there's another lefty on the mound. Who cares how much you've paid him this year? You know, you got Finance 101. That money that you've paid him this year is gone. That's called a sunk cost. Basic term. You're not getting that money back. Okay? So the logic, oh, you got to throw him out there because he makes that much money. No, no, you don't. That money's gone regardless of whether he does well or poorly. So play who gives you the best chance to win. Yeah, I mean tonight's a must win. Lackey's got to have his A game. He doesn't need to throw a shutout or something like that, but he needs to be better than what he was versus San Fran, that's for sure. If he pitches like he did against San Fran, this is another loss. And that's when the panic button is going to be fucking hit. Hell, it's going to be fucking set on by me. 3-1, you can go ahead and say game over. The optimism that I have left says the Cubs will win tonight. I have faith in Lackey winning, or not Lackey, excuse me. I have faith in Lester winning game 5, which brings the series 3-2 in the Cubs' favor, heading back to Chicago. I have no problem saying game 6 is going to be won by the Dodgers more than likely with Kershaw on the mound. So the chain of events I see happening, or could happen if you're being optimistic like I am being, is that if the Cubs win tonight, chances are this goes to game 7. Because I believe Lester would win game 5, Kershaw would win 6, and then 7 is a fucking coin toss between Arrieta and I guess it would be Hill again. We'll see. I'm like I said, I'm actually not feeling as down as I thought I would. I'm still optimistic about tonight's game, but if the bats don't wake up, none of this is going to matter. What I'm saying, what could transpire over the next few games, none of that's going to matter. You go down 3-1, chances are you're not winning 3 in a row when one of those 3 games will be started by Kershaw. Just unlikely, very unlikely. Anyways, that's it. Let me wrap it up. See what happens tonight, 8 o'clock again. Thank you for listening. If you're a first-time visitor to this channel, please feel free to subscribe. And this has been another Riz on my podcast.